Welcome back everyone. In this video we're going to learn about sound. The topics that we are going to cover here are what is sound and sound as a mode of communication. Let's get started. What comes to your mind when you hear the word sound? Maybe it's the music that you love to listen. Maybe it's the birds chirping, or it may be the dogs barking. Whatever the example may be, these are called the sources of sound. So let's define sources of sound. Definition: objects that produce sounds are called sources of sound. We all can hear and produce sound. So our most fundamental means of communication is through sound. If we were not able to hear or produce sound, we would have to communicate in some other ways, maybe a sign language. Let's discuss an example where two classmates are talking with each other. So, Sarina says hello to Amin. Now this conversation can be broken into three phases. That is, in phase 1, the sound is produced by Sarina. In the second phase, the sound travels through a medium. And in the third phase, it reaches Amin, where he hears the word hello. Let us discuss each of the phases in detail. So, phase 1 is production of sound. Example, saying hello. Now, sound is nothing but a vibration. What is vibration? Rapid back and forth movement of a body about a central position. So, in order to produce sound, we must be able to produce vibration. This vibration is produced by an organ in our body called larynx. Larynx, commonly called the voice box. Why is it called the voice box? Because it produces the voice. It is situated in the neck at the upper end of the windpipe. Now, we must understand this, that larynx can only produce vibrations. It cannot alter the vibrations. So, in order to alter the vibration or change the vibration, so we hear different types of sound, we also have vocal cords. These vocal cords are thin membranes stretched across the voice box. Now, how do we control the vibrations, we ask? These muscles make the vocal cords tight or loose, thus changing the vibration to sound different. Phase 2, traveling of sound. Sound travels through a medium. Without a medium, sound cannot travel. In other words, sound requires a medium to travel. Examples of such medium can be air, water, or wood. In this example, where Sarina says hello to Amin, the sound is traveling through air. That is, here the medium is air. Now, when this hello hits these air molecules, they start vibrating. Now, when they move about their position, they hit the other air molecules that are nearby, which in turn hit the other molecules nearby and causes vibration. Now, this vibration keeps on happening until and unless it reaches to the listener. Here we come across two terms, that is compression and rarefaction. So what is compression? Now, when this air molecule moves towards this air molecule, that is, they come in close contact with one another, it seems like they have been compressed. So we call this phenomenon compression. On the other hand, when this air molecule moves towards this air molecule and this air molecule moves away while they are vibrating about their central position, this kind of situation arises, and we call this phenomenon rarefactions. This phenomenon is often compared to the ripple effect produced in a pool of water when a pebble is thrown in it. So when a pebble is thrown in a pool, we see some ripples forming. Now these are nothing but waves. These waves are very similar to the sound waves. So what will happen in absence of the medium? That is, if we do not have a medium. We already know that sound cannot travel without a medium. So in absence of medium, we can consider this pool to be vacant, that is, without water. So even if you throw a stone, there will be no ripple effect. No ripple means no waves, means no sound will be able to travel. In air, let's consider these to be our air molecules and a space where there are no air molecules, that is, there is no medium or absence of medium. And again, let us consider the air molecules. So when a vibration comes along, it starts affecting these air molecules and they too start vibrating. Now this vibration cannot affect these vibrations as there is nothing in between. So these will remain unaffected. That is, in this part you will feel no vibration. Following the examples, we can say that Amin won't hear anything. Phase 3 is hearing. Hearing sensation of sound. We listen through our ears, so it becomes the responsibility of our ears for catching these vibrations. Now, our ears can be divided into 3 parts. Part 1, outer ear or pinna, middle ear, and the inner ear. The pinna collects sound waves and directs them to the ear tube. So let's consider this to be our ear pinna. So what it does is it collects all the vibrations and reflects it back to our ear tube, just like a mirror. At the end of the ear tube, we have eardrum. Now these eardrum, they vibrates, and this vibration travels to the middle ear. The middle ear is a cavity which consists of 3 important ear bones. These ear bones are placed in such a way that they move when the eardrum vibrates and therefore transmits the vibration to the inner ear. Our inner ear is connected to the middle ear through a very small opening. It is this small opening through which the vibration travels. Now, our inner ear is filled with fluids. When vibration comes through this small opening, it vibrates this fluid. This vibration causes the tiny hairs that are present in our inner ear to get excited. These hairs transform the vibration into electrical impulses. These electrical impulses is transferred to the brain via auditory nerve, and our brain receives the signal that we have heard something, in this case, hello. And this is how we hear sound. Thank you. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, everyone.